G'day everyone, it's winter time here in Sydney, and I just thought I'd show you my garden, which is not really looking like a very professional garden at the moment, because as you know I'm into farming, and I have some fodder crops which I'm experimenting with up at the farm, and this is basically my sort of rootstock, I suppose, for the fodder crop here. I keep a few plants here at home, and my main planting up in the farm, but that's actually an edible canna lily, which the cattle find to be good feed and quite high in protein. So anyway, but today I was going to show you a plant called a Yacon, which I did an article on you know, about a month or two ago on Steam It, and it's not a very attractive plant at all at the moment, because it's sort of running into dormancy again, because it sort of looks pretty raggedy in winter. But come over here and I'll show you some plants I'm digging out right now, because this time of the year in winter is the time that we divide the plant and sort of split it up and harvest the bulbs off it if you want to use them. And these are the ones I've dug up here. Basically, you can see there's two types of bulbs. This one here, which is the storage root, and this is the one you can actually eat or juice, and it's very good for diabetics, because it's got a sugar in it called inulin, and the inulin is not easily digested by the human digestive system, so that means that your body can't take up the sugar and you won't get it into your blood. Instead, what you do is you tend to get rid of it in other ways. That's the sugar, that is, in your system, and the way the body does it is to eject it out as wind. So in other words, you fart it out. So as you know, diabetics can't eat sugar, so this is a good alternative. If you want to sweeten anything for diabetics, you use this root here from the Yacon plant. Now the other type of root is this one here, is the growing root. So what you do is when you harvest them, you take off these roots, you just twist them off. They come off quite easily. Can't show you right now because I've only got one hand to do it with, because I'm holding the camera with the other. But as you can see, they come in, you know, you get a bit of a harvest if you've got quite a few plants of these roots, and you can harvest all the storage roots, and then you're basically left with the growing root, and then you go and plant them. So that's the Yacon, or the other common name for it is the earth apple, and they commonly grow it in Peru, up in the mountains in Peru. Very hardy plant, and it's not really an attractive plant for the garden. The leaves aren't all that attractive, but it is very good for medicinal purposes, and you can actually make a tea out of the leaves as well. So and apparently that does a very good job of cleansing your kidneys and regulating blood sugar as well. Basically what you do is you dry the leaf, and then you sort of mince up the leaf like a tea, and then you put it in boiling water, and it extracts the extract out of it, and people sort of think it's very good for controlling blood sugar. So you can, the leaves and the roots are both useful for diabetics. Anyway, the reason I first started growing it is because it's actually a good fodder plant for the cattle, like the arrowroot lilies over here. These ones here too, the Yacon, the stems, and they can all be eaten by the cattle and pigs and goats and whatever like them, and they're quite high in protein, and yeah, they actually quite like them to eat them as well. So they're good cattle feed, but it was only by chance that I found out with a bit of research that they were quite useful for humans as well. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it.